Ooh, what is going on, everyone? It is Astound here, back with another story time, and today I will be telling the story of how I broke onto an abandoned private property. Before I get started, I gotta say this in every video because, nowadays kids are younger kids at least, are very impressionable and fucking retarded. So please do not go doing the actions that I did in this video. It is dangerous. Well, I don't know about dangerous, but, it could get you in legal trouble. So this story starts one day in summer of 2019, and I am in Poland because I was visiting my family there for the summer because they, live across the world. I don't see them that often, so I went to stay with them for 2 months. Keep in mind, this was me, myself, and I, no family members. My aunt was taking care of me, and this was a rural area of Poland, which will be important later. And I have a cousin there who is, around my age, and we get along pretty well, as most cousins do if, they're the same age. And one day we are super bored and, cannot find anything to do. And mind you, this is like 5 days before I leave back to America, and we wanted to do something fun. Something cool, rebellious, you get the point. It was the beginning of, my teenage life, I guess. I don't fucking know. And essentially, there was this, private property which seemed abandoned, and there was even, a sign on the front door that said, if you see anyone trespassing, call this number, blah, 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 blah. And the number had, a weird area code that we didn't recognize. I can recognize the Polish area code and the American, how it says, +1, and then, plus a certain number before you actually type in, the area code and the phone number. So, we Googled it, and it's in England, which we were like, okay, the owner probably lives in England, so we won't get caught, and we could explore this house. Now, keep in mind, this was a pretty big house, and there was a lot to explore, at least we thought. So, we got there, made our plan the day before, we looked around the house, and we see, a part of their basement that's, not even covered, it doesn't have a roof. It just has wooden boards over it with nails that are sticking out. And we figured out how to break them open. We didn't break them open that day, but, the next day, me and my cousin come back with a hammer. And, those little, end pieces on the hammer where you could, rip out nails with them? Yeah, the nails were sticking out, and we just ripped out the nails. And it wasn't even that hard. And before we did it, as most 12-year-olds did, we were fucking bitching out, and we were like, no, you open it, I'm too worried and all that. And, me being the little bitch that I am, I won, and I convinced my cousin to do it. Now, breaking in was pretty easy, and we went in. And, okay, we also took Sharpies so we could leave our trace in there, which is really fucking stupid and disrespectful looking back at that. And I wrote my name on someone's fucking wall with permanent marker. So eventually we just see some food cans, non-perishable items and shit, and we just got fucking bored and we left. Well, when we were leaving, it was starting to, drizzle a little bit. It wasn't, too much. It was, a nice little drizzle. And guess what the fuck I see? The day we break in, the owner comes back. The owner comes back with his big fucking tractor, and he is driving into the motherfucking, parking, because as I said, this is a farmland. It has a big parking area for your cars and shit, and the houses are each a quarter of a mile away. And then I'm like, fuck. And then I tell my cousin, and then we decide we're just gonna run. We're gonna make a run for it. So we ran for a quarter of a mile, which honestly isn't that bad. And when we were running, the owner definitely saw us, because when I turned my head, this motherfucker gave me the dirtiest fucking look I've ever received in my life. And I'm honestly just glad he didn't see where we ran to, because that would have been a big deal. We damaged his property, and, keep in mind, I was only 12 at the time, and I was across the fucking world. Imagine I got arrested across the world at the age of 12. My mom would murder me. I'd probably still be grounded to this day, I don't know. And you want to know the best part? As we were running, I trip and fall into poison ivy. My legs were burning so bad and so itchy they were so itchy for the rest of the day. Anyway, this story's over. That's pretty much it. And just don't go doing what I did in this story time. And with that, I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.